In the summer of 2017, members of the Downtown Revitalization Group contacted the Center for Entrepreneurship and Rural Development. They wanted to explore ideas about developing downtown Kearney and the potential of attracting young professionals. The biggest question they had was whether recent University of Nebraska at Kearney graduates would be interested in living in downtown Kearney if there were options available for housing. We decided the best approach was to simply ask the students at UNK what they wanted. We presented our proposal to the Downtown Improvement Board with the City of Kearney, and from that point on, we developed an instrument to collect this data. The group met with the center and created questions that would provide answers to developers and investors. As the survey grew, so did our interest in learning more about what young people desired from their community and the workplace, in addition to housing. We wanted to make this effort as valuable as possible. We decided to continue collecting this data to provide a longitudinal insight into our student body and their preferences. The survey for emerging talent was designed in the fall of 2017 and then launched for student input in the spring of 2018. Students were sent an electronic link to complete the survey. In 2018, there were approximately 520 UNK students who responded over several months. In 2019, the survey was open for less than a month toward the end of the spring semester, with 143 UNK students completing responses. At UNK, 87% of students are Nebraska residents. Our response was very representative of this, with the majority of respondents from Nebraska. One of the first questions on the survey deals with how the students feel about employment, education, and healthcare opportunities in their future. Selecting a place based on the job opportunities is at the top. When students were asked to consider their professional career, results showed that they prioritized affordable housing and sustainable housing. Students also indicated that being located where their spouse or significant other was, as well as other friends and family, was important.
And I think the biggest reason would be jobs, and then the second reason would be family ties, and then third would be location. And location is going to be the thing that affects my personal movement decision. But I think one thing that our generation, or this younger 20s, upper teen generation, really doesn't take into consideration with these moves is the quality of life that they're going to be experiencing at these places that they move to. So take that into consideration, guys.
Students indicated low crime rates and population and size of a community as being a key consideration about where they want to live and start their professional career. The majority of students agree that Kearney is a safe community. We asked students about the most important element when it came to selecting an employer or a job opportunity based on the company's mission. Personal fulfillment and work-life balance were the top factors, followed closely by the culture of the company. Students identified advancement opportunities along with responsibilities and expectations as being very important elements in the workplace. The position or title they are given in the workplace does not matter as much as these elements, along with on-the-job training and the ability to collaborate and have a sense of teamwork. Pay, salary, benefits, location, and a flexible schedule were all important to students, ranking at 3.26 or higher out of 4.
When I think about where I want to work in the future, what's important to me is the community that is supportive and with a flexible schedule, so I still have time to see my peers and family members.
The big question we have for this mostly Nebraska native student body is whether they would like to live in Kearney after graduation. In both years, approximately half of them reported not wanting to live in the Kearney area. This result is definitely a topic of concern. However, to look at it from a more positive angle, around 40% are not sure whether they want to live in Kearney, and we can view this as an opportunity to meet those preferences or needs. The majority of students agree that Kearney is a good place for students to connect with the professional community.
So UNK has awesome opportunities for different organizations. They bring different businesses on campus. The Chamber does a great job also with different programs. But being in different organizations, you're able to go and meet different businesses, go on tours, have businesses come in, talk to them, and meet a lot of business owners and professionals.
Socializing and having a network is important to emerging talent, and most of the students agree that Kearney has the opportunity for young professionals to meet and socialize.
Being a student here at UNK, the network is really important that you have your personal network and your business network. It's about who you know, and then who you know can get you further in life and get you closer to your goals.
Since we have a special interest in helping the startup community in our center, we wanted to ask the students about their desire to become business owners. There was a consistent response, with about half of them not wanting to start or own a business, and the other half who would consider it a possibility. There was a very positive response when we asked students if their college experience introduced them to the Kearney community.
So Nolan, tell me, what is it that you're going to look for in a community?
A couple of things I want to look for in a community is a supportive friend system from my peers, and then just the size.
Students view the economy in Kearney to be good to average, and most want to live in a suburban neighborhood or a rural setting. This was a key measure when we compared those that wanted to live in Kearney and those that desired an urban downtown setting. The results of the survey didn't show enough interest in this from students. Having this data helped developers such as Patrick Moore, who are part of the Downtown Revitalization Group. As he completed his building project, he was targeting a certain audience, and this information was very helpful.
I guess right now, as still trying to pursue my undergraduate and then trying to pursue my master's after that, just after I get my master's degree, I'd kind of like to go to a bigger city like Omaha or Lincoln for more job opportunities and more job opportunities that are open to kind of younger professionals pursuing them. I'm not sure that Kearney always has those kind of opportunities, so at least for the start of my career, I'd like to go to probably a bigger, Lincoln or Omaha area, and then maybe eventually move back to Kearney. It is a really nice community, especially to raise a family in, but maybe not as exciting for someone young who just got their undergraduate or master's degree and is looking to get their foot in the door for the professional work life.
I would describe Kearney as a black hole community, because once you get to Kearney and you get to experience everything that Kearney has, you kind of just want to stay there and you're sucked in. Kearney has many business opportunities for as small as Kearney is, and it still has the small town feeling, yet you are in a big city.
We continue to collect data from our student population and hope to have more comparison opportunities in the future. Thank you.